And into Vertigo we go. We finally made it here. Timer ticking down in the pistol round, ready to kick things off for the upper bracket final. We'll see who moves on to the grand final. Whoever closes the series out. And are we going to see 3 of the same pistols in a row? I wouldn't believe it, but it seems like we're getting it again.
We are. This is the exact same pistol that Eros have run on all of their T sides. Seb on a Juggernaut Tech 9 and a mid-split on the card. See how Snakes Den reacted with this time. They try to push in the spawn. This time they're choosing the platform, however. Man, Irish. Okay, he'll go down first. Gonzo on the trade. Other parts of the map, the entire site's being wrapped. Carson, though, has a headshot available, but Brett unable to run away. Carson running out of bullets, too, and everyone gets run down at the end of the day. It is now just Vulcan 1v3. Not so much to deal with that. He's gonna get them all, but eventually caught out in the open and stuck in place. We'll get spammed down, and Eros got the pistol.
There we go. Got about a 66% win rate on that one.
There we go.
Not too bad. They've won 2, lost 1 so far. They've really been consistent, that's for sure, in attempting it. What? Gun rounds coming through right afterwards. Not too much to be invested for LGG on their side of things. Just going for a couple pistol upgrades, but for the most part, shouldn't be doing too much damage in this round.
See what they got. Oh, right now, okay. We have something in the water here. Ah, he's been spotted. Nice try, buddy.
Not happening.
Watching for it. I would not go up the ladder with a bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a personal thing. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong about that one. Who knows? Maybe going up the ladder against a CZ with bombs. Yeah. Either way, they've run over the B site here for the side of Team Eros, and, well, they don't really want to save, but at the same time, they do. Genuinely, now, this is a real strategy here. So you probably want to jump off the map so you don't get farmed up by the Mac 10s.
The bold move. Though, you can walk away with Deagle, or a couple of Deagles in a CZ. Maybe if you're droid, that's the case,
they
right?
must jump off the map. Sorry. Just,
Yeah.
sorry, a little bit excited there. I mean, look, if they jumped off the map, they're getting farmed. Okay. Yeah, look, they've just handed over $1,800. I'm just saying, jump off the map while you can, kids.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Quick maths for you.
Okay.
They did drop 1 gun. Technically, that forces a repurchase of around $2,000. So is it worth it?
Yes. Without
Fair
doing
enough.
any math, yes.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. You're going with your heart, and that's what matters most.
Think with your heart, not your mind, folks. That'll definitely get you places. All right, starting off this one here, though. We have the gun round thrown in for LGG Snakes Den. Very fast beat playing, but NVG going for the wide swing and gets himself an easy double. So down to 14 and a Mac 10 up close, but he's going to push the smoke. Filthy. Gets a burst for himself. And Lesser trying to find a headshot. Cannot thread it in, though. And you're just left 2v4. And this round has not gone anywhere.
Really lifted off. MBG single-handedly put that one on lock right there. They got the rotations cut off as well, so you can't make a move out of this position. Not blinded up, destroyed, so that's going to spell the ending days here.
I know a God
looking
Pop
for some
flash
exits.
I need to teach Eros my God Pop flashes on Vertigo. As you know, as some may know, I'm a flash wizard. I average.
Does have flashes.
During season 40 of ESCI Open, I averaged 50 enemies flash per game. Beat that, kids.
Teammates could have used you the other day.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I had like 70, 65 ADR. I did not play well. But I threw flashes. Threw good flashes. I know good pop flashes. All that matters. If you would like a utility bot, I'm on call. Alright, pushing down towards this area, though. Carson. Aggressive. Full control taken by the CT side of Snakes Den. Where's the response, though?
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yes, they're able to drop Troy. That's a really good start, because, again, we didn't see too much of his T-side opping really come into fruition, so finding an opening pick right there, being able to work the angles is huge. But there's a nice little gap Carson's trying to play off of. I think he's just spotted something.
Ooh, I am with fire there as Carson. He's gonna back away. It's a glass cannon for Lester, keep that in mind. Any tag really hurt more effort here. Almost landing some of the players on top of the sandbags, but now throwing in their smoke. There is a double ban setup. They are getting very aggressive here, and Lester glass cannon gets dropped very easily. Still 2 players to fight out from the short side too. And Brett, oh, he's gotten aggressive. He's wrapped the entire site. He's walked right through the smokes, and oh, they are going to pay for this. They're gonna get the plant or not. Vulcan has denied that. Now Irish in a very odd situation. He has no idea where Brett could possibly even be. And BG is overextending the mark. Brett, though, he's out towards the sandbags. No way does Irish check this. He does! Irish comes up 1v3 for Team Eros.
Oh man, Irish able to isolate all of those duels. Can't believe what he's able to get away with right there. The heroics for Eros starting early here on the T half, and that's a really good sign for them. Didn't get too much T rounds versus the Titans that were timbermen, and now being able to find this round out early. Again, we've talked about how this team can be very, very momentum based, and that's a strong showing here.
I love the Mac 10s on this type of round too. Look, there's no head-on for any Snakes Den player. These Mac 10s are basically AKs, but Carson swings with the flash, and it's immediate double openers everywhere, all over the place. Vulcan as well. Droid looking to continue to start fragging, making his way out towards the edge of yellow, and this round might be sunk here. This one is a different type of 2v4.
Don't know if you're getting away with the same success you were able to grab last round here. Only 1 kill being done, and no one's overextending anymore. I think they've learned their lesson about that. So they're going to play it very, very passive. Right, tucking in. Surely the AOS comes out on top. Yep. Certainly will.
Luck, last man pushing down ramp. Greetings. Might be ready for the next. If he is, then more power to him, but doesn't seem to be the case. The bomb is down in the middle. MBG is going too aggressive for my liking. He's made this doable all of a sudden. He does not have the bomb. Keep that in mind. Oh, wait, he has free access to the B site, and that has been heard. That has been communicated over by Brett. So they know that Luck is here on the B site. He's gonna make his way into spawn instead. It's an huge off angle being held though. Good smoke actually could be good to provide some cover. Luck has isolated himself a 1v1 versus Brett, but playing angle advantage for Brett is far too good for him. So that will result in the round there for Snakes Den.
Yeah, good position right there from Brett. That's gonna just lock things in. There's no winning that exchange. No doubt about it. So here's the double save territory that Eros have been put in. Again, I mean, Irish had to win a huge 1v3 to give them that next round. So getting answer back pretty swiftly from LGG. Obviously going to cause some economic strains here. See if that force spy can deliver the damage. They're going back towards this early ramp control, and they aren't deterred. Last time they got caught up by some blinding flashes. Luck gonna just move straight past the spam, hoping to catch him on the reload, but Gonzo's gonna find Vulcan instead. Droid has an answer, but it's only one. Good for 2 now as the headshot rolls on off through the yellow wall.
So what is next here for Eros? In fact, you know, they have gone MPG off the site, and he's been stuck down to an MP9 every single round. It is open for the taking. He's staggering into a wall, and Seb's gonna drop him. And BG being capitalized upon. Seb will get locked up. Irish, what can he do on the tech? He'll get one. Needs another headshot, though, and Carson as well. Makes things difficult. Gonzo does go down, and will be the round. Still, though, damage consistently being done here by the guys at Eros.
Certainly aren't making any round easy for LGG, but they'll be happy closing that one out nonetheless, getting that diffuse on off. And again, you're probably going to see another pretty decent half by here for Eros, right? They can afford themselves Tech 9s, couple that with some armor. But man, I mean, if it wasn't for Droid answering 2 kills back, that would have been a whole different story right there. I mean, we would have seen a pretty comfortable round potentially from Eros. A little bit of heroics when the pressure was on right there from him. He had the monster game over on Overpass.
his glass cannon. Oh, glass cannon for that matter. There's that Eros. They're only down to pistols. You know, as much economic damage as you can do, they can't capitalize upon it. They can't continually maybe win a round, break that money for real. And things are going to get difficult. At the moment, yeah, MBG is going to be able to mop up some of these lurking players out towards the stairs. An easy one for Droid. Oh, okay. That's a nice one. NPG again continually overextending.
He's aggressive.
But also,
that's for sure. This
There's
is
been
a
a massive
huge liability,
timing
though.
hit. There's a massive timing that's been hit. Carson, flicks over. What a shot. What a double. And Carson not letting anything get away from him.
Yeah, that's everything right there. I mean, if he goes down, that's the A bomb site compromise. You're talking about rifles retrieved in a 2v2 again. That would have been another round that even if LGG could have closed it out, it's just not the way you really want to deal with those EQs. You want them to be much more comfortable, calm, easy, even. I mean, all of these are things you want your anti-EQs to go into, but that certainly wasn't it. Lester does have his op being brought up, but again, glass cannons in play.
Let's see, Droid is also looking to make his move down the yellow tarpway. Again, to allow Droid to push forward. Who's still existing though, and oh, Lester again, just picking off players over team 1 by 1. Droid though, off angle, still exists, but he's going to drop down. That has made many a sound cue. Luck realizes this, and he's also watching the edge of the smoke. Inside of it right now, but right past Droid they go, right into Carson instead. And Droid, he does push the smoke, and at the same time, NBG also gets dropped on the B side of things, so man advantage found for Eros.
Pushing and pulling these last two remaining players, but Carson and Brett, probably two of those players you want. When we talk about the clutch situations, offer up a lot of experience. Carson hasn't made the move off the A side of things, so he's just going to commit, but also isolate himself from his teammates. With 45 seconds left on the clock, you're almost going to guarantee that mid needs to be a concern.
Barrel spotted up for headshot. Gonzo knows. Don't always try to. I always hate it. Just let your teammates have ramp Molly, for goodness sakes. Molly also tossed in from Gonzo to continually delay that plant. We'll post some problems in just a moment. Nate 2. Not quite on the mark. Spam has to go through. By that time, Molly's faded. Carson jumps up. Gonzo's watching for it. And now Brett. 1v3 and finally all this economic damage crashing down for the Snakes. Unless Brett wants to pull off something miraculous. Swinging around. You know, he's been given a chance. 4 bullets in the mag, though, doesn't really help him here. 2 bullets make that. Needs one. Not one tap. Not happening. Lester's going to get him. And that will be Eros equalizing, but more so they've broken the money.
Yeah, all those really close rounds coming to a call right now. And they have a tough decision. I think they're going to go for a little bit of a force buy here. Brett investing, Vulcan going with the Deagle. Maybe he just has that enough money to get a hero rifle and calling in for a save for the rest of his team. So I do not mind at all. You can try and do some serious damage on this round. You could win it if you're able to find a big multi-kill. We'll see if that's afforded over to the LGG camp. Peeking forward here. Brett's just taking the early attack.
They're firing off. So close, so, and the wide swing, it doesn't connect. Oh, and Vulcan, he also finds Luck, and they're all getting massacred at the bottom of ramp. NPG is providing problems here. He only has a USP. 4 bullets here for Seb. He will clean up the kill. But Vulcan, he's gotten himself an AWP, and oh no. Eros has fallen prey to the no way he wins this. I mean, Carson is 2 bullets away from death. Vulcan probably the same, considering he doesn't have armor. Like, Molly's... Seb has time. It's his biggest asset here.
That's some extra smokes. That's a huge off angle. Now he spotted him out. Carson knows exactly where he is. Vulcan's able to land the tripwire. That is where things got scary. Vulcan didn't have armor. I'm surprised he's even able to hit that If you got aim punched whatsoever by that shot, it could have been done and over right there. You could have missed. You could have gone down. That's a 1v1 that's super winnable then. But LGG, they get away with some robbery there with the Deagles and the hero rifle from Brett.
So, Tech 9s. I'll just say Tech 9s are able and... Okay. Well, those Tech 9s still have some light. Lesser lands a dink down onto Vulcan, but okay. Another, you know, a 1-for-1 is not bad at all. They can get their hands on that gun, which is open for grabs. This could get weird.
No doubt. We'll see what they do off the back of a little bit of action being made towards this ramp side of things. They're hoping for further aggression. It certainly has come quite frequently from the GG camp. They've really liked to push things forward. On this occasion, they've got that man advantage. They're sitting pretty comfortable on the sights. Especially the fact that they're only up against pistols here. You don't have to have too much worries in the world.
They haven't quite picked up Carson's gun yet, too. So that's not going to help too much. Gonzo's just going for taps and taps. Wondering where that M4 is. Irish now, the proud owner of an A1S, and well, so is Droid. He'll cop a couple dinks, but that doesn't matter. Grand scheme of things, Irish, what extra damage he can do could be massive. Could play a big part into the future here for Eros. No way he has a 1v3 in him. He has been spotted. Droid's gonna nail the headshot. Nicely done there from Droid. A 3K on short. Excellent shooting. And overall, LGG Snakes Den. They dodge a little bit of a catastrophe, but oh well. Only losing one player, not that big a deal. Two, rather.
Yeah, as long as you don't hit that magic number 3, you're pretty good.
There you go.
This is a nice start from Vulcan. He does take a dink at the tail end there. That could have gotten a little bit scary, but they're able to recover. Nonetheless, seems like Seb's going to go back towards this early exchange towards B. I will say they haven't gone for this aggressive B movement almost at all, and that's a bit surprising. MBG has been the solo anchor in that direction, and they've liked those, you know, simple B walkouts. This is a wide off angle from Brett, though. We'll see if Iris is prepared for this. It's a crazy angle.
Wow, okay. Beats him outright, but all Vulcan in the middle of the open. That's just gonna find him. Carson is considering to try and refrag upon this, but he's going for jump peaks now. I guess his info, but what are you gonna really do with it when you're man down?
Well, they're going lining up, it seems, for a B-side execute with the man advantage they've got going on. They're just going to group up and try and overwhelm.
It
seems like they have a good idea of the situation. They're gambling a third player here. All 3 remaining are ready for this B defense.
The nade as well finds Irish, but MBG oversteps again. Droid, though, trying to reel things back in. Gonzo, 40 seconds, but they're waiting for Lesser's flank. 30 seconds remaining now. Lesser could be silent about this. Fade. Droid is going to be exposed. Carson goes down. The double kill could come through for Lesser. Instead, it'll be Gonzo to finish it off with the headshot. And that will be Eros bringing this deficit back down to 1.
And able to deal with the stack right there. The trades were all in. And Eros close it out, but just barely. LGG, they have a pretty good read on things here. Closing things out. So is Eros, and it does leave him in a pretty dire state. You know, you really don't want to get reset once again. LGG could really run away with things in the half. But the same case could be true for Eros. If they close this round out up against a CZ and MP9, everyone else is brought down to near 0. Big gap in that smoke, though. It looks like Vulcan looks to exploit it. He's going to go straight through and catch one.
Oh, like Gonzo, just waiting for it. No more smoke pushing and no more rotating, says Irish. MBG. He's just been caught out so many times, whether it be on his own volition or just a good positioning. Meros. Carson will be able to fight for this position, however. He smokes in, though. The wall is assembled. He won't have a clear line of sight. So the nade won't get thrown in onto the planter. Luck catches a 58 damage one. But all in all, 2v4, they're just gonna have to make some desperate moves, and desperate moves aren't always the most successful. That's why they're called desperate.
Smokes have faded here, so the question is, can Carson even hold on to this? Answer could be no. Gonzo's gonna drop him here. That's the economy collapse that Eros were really hoping for to get themselves a comfortable T side. We do have probably just one save inbound here for LGG before they can get investments out, but they aren't even going to be able to upgrade their pistols. It's probably just going to be a full eco.
Six all. Finally, the Snakes Den economy gets broken. This time, Eros, they should convert this, right? They shouldn't lose the anti-eco. There's a lot of mid-aggression, though, in players going to make their way down ladder, and that's not being watched right now. Brett has actually slinked his way down the ladder. You could have vision on the bomb if you wanted to. They are aware of this possibility. Oh no, Lester's getting a bit too close for my liking. He hasn't spotted Brett. And oh, Brett chooses his timing absolutely pristinely, but Seb still gets hit. Finds the kill nevertheless, though. And okay, trying to bait them forward with the Zeus.
Oh yeah,
classic. The classic. I'm just a USB, guys. I'm just a USB. There's the Zeus. Yeah. There we go. Vulcan gets it. It's the how many volts does the Zeus output? Probably a lot. So that kind of hurt, and he won't be holding on to that AK for much longer. But the psychological damage of the Zeus is infinitely better than an AK.
No doubt. Able to get that mental game victory. That's the real key. So they close it out. They get themselves another one. There's a kill in the mix, but that's not too much to write home about right now. Eros is solidifying themselves a pretty comfortable T side. Again, if we just consider that second half to be their real strong suit, this is a good start. The ops are going to go clashing in, and there you go. Lesser able to best out MBG this time. Right around the corner, but that's a great pickup.
Carson now. Whoa, there's a molly behind him too. Wouldn't feel too fancy about that. Gonna have to slink on backs. Now Irish. Always looking to activate out towards middle. With his teammate going down in towards the B. There's the timing. He is just lit by. Droid. Oh, he's waiting for this. And perfection. He does it. Irish walks right into the net, and Brett gets a second on a luck.
Man, that's a pretty swift reaction right there. Brett multi-killing towards B, dealing with the lurks, and then mid-success.
Hello.
Oh. Who's successful? While a little bit labored. And Lesser does have plenty. I guess it would be worth the save here in this position, right? I don't know if you can necessarily get an op out in the next one if you do.
Almost.
That's been quite clutch, but op will be given over. And now we'll have to glass cannon at the very best.
Irish can drop one over if he decides to, and that he does. So
there you go.
Just get passed over to Lesser any second now. Utility's going to be in hand. And there, yeah, Luck is going to be offing today, I suppose. Is that the new order? Nope, he dropped it over to Lesser. All right.
It's like, hey, you got something on mine?
Yeah.
You don't mind clicking G real quick.
Lester is still holding. He's always been good for these A openers. Admittedly, he does have Vulcan on the other side, but if he chooses to jump up and pick a right timing, could work well, but he is being barraged by utility at the moment, while Vulcan's still holding the other angle, but Droid walks into Gonzo, still being prepared for the ramp, because he's going for a boost as well, spotting Brett out into spawn. It is such a huge damage exchange with no kill from it. Vulcan, however, will even the odds. 4-on-4. Don't peek into this again, Gonzo. Don't feed the beast. Vulcan is 15-9. He's already had a great half for himself, but it could just be a tad bit better. Can't quite hit the shot. He's not going to push away, though. He's going in for seconds. That was actually a tag on a Gonzo, believe it or not. But
Still not a headshot, not a clean shot. Vulcan is still going to fight though. This time repositioning in towards the shelf, and he will be able to find the initial. The bomb goes tumbling forward, and Vulcan and Carson have locked down this round. Absolutely, will be an 8-7 lead at the half for LGG.
Well, house between the duo right there. That's lovely work on the site defense, man. Multiple different angles need to be taken. And the Oppa Vulcan on that CT side did a whole lot of work. That's promising stuff. But again, Eros, this is where they walk in to this next half saying, hey, we got more rounds than we did versus Timbermen, right? They should be more confident in this half than they were in that last matchup.
All right. I mean, this is already like, for Eros, they've reached their threshold. This is where they go Super Saiyan. It's their CT side. Out middle. Another mid rush. Looking, turns into a B split though. There's a 4-man stack. And they're going to try waterfalling out of the platform. See how that goes as...
Oh my god.
Dude, I don't know how else to phrase that, but a little bit of a massacre. Carson with the bomb down to 20 points of health. He got this. See, I can just say, I can just tell you I'm a believer, but you guys will think I'm sarcastic when he ends up losing the round. There it is, though. 8-all pistol round found for Eros.
Oh, they walked into a heavy B stack right there. There was a retake setup going on for Eros towards A. One mid spotter essentially, and most of the attention quickly drawn in towards B. So everything working wonders in that. For Eros to kick things off this round victory. Yeah. You have to deal with the force buy though. That can be a bit scary. The Eagles and Tech 9s in the mix, Mac 10 as well. They're making their way quickly up the ramp, and that with a little congestion here, they're going to give it up for free.
Slow walk out middle here. Just a double setup, though. Not hoping the potential war effort. Also, all these sound keys are being made. Just with the sound keys alone, Eros can deduce where 4 players are. There's a reload in yellow, a player dropping down from the sandbags, and also the sounds of a boost being dropped.
Certainly gathered a lot of information there from the sound cues alone. No commitment being made just yet. Still, you see that they're going to have a pretty solid execute towards this B bomb site. It's Seb alone with an MP9, and as good as he is a B anchor, you really don't favor his chances versus so many opposition. That helps out a lot, though.
Yeah, he's good. Nades in hand, buddy. Get out that MP9. There we go. Got one. MP9 is still, again, a little bit too aggressive, and will get punished for it as Joy finds that Deagle headshot in the mix, too. Now it's a man advantage for the T side to put together a force buy to shut down Eros and where they stand. Flashbang over the top. Lucky's going to running through. Gonzo helping out, but another Deagle headshot landed by Droid. 1v2 here for Luck. He knows where this last one is. Surely, no, he has no idea where Vulcan is. It's going to be the body shots to do it. And it'll be a force buy victory for LGG Snakes Den.
A take of the site right there, man. Droid continues with some of the heroics that he was going with over on Overpass, man. Those 2 Deagle shots in the 3v3 do everything to close that round out. And a clutch offered up as well from Vulcan. Huge stuff. Through from LGG Snakes Den to keep things in good standing. They are in great positions now. They gave them an answer back. They've been able to stifle some of that momentum. We see the force by wars enacted, though, of course, though. Eros are going to try and answer back with a force of their own.
So double short setup to work with 4 players on the A site. Very heavy default being ran by the Snakes Den guys. Could get punished by a little bit of concerted aggression, but Vulcan's going to deal with all that very nicely. Very clean. My gosh. Carson also pushing up. Seb found one. Of course, it's always MDG getting picked off alone and untraded. And they'll 10. Get another, I suppose, is good money in the back pocket. Any extras, though? The AK is a tantalizing prospect, but it also... It's like an anglerfish. A little bit of bait.
Vulcan knows where Seb is probably going to be. Swings out, gets himself a 4K.
Vulcan doing a whole lot right there, man. I mean, again, those force buys can be super scary, especially when you talk about having to deal with 3 players towards side hall, but he makes it look very easy. I mean, he wins out all of those duels, and he still walks out with like 66 HP, taking 3 separate 1v1s versus pistols, so not too many players can say they can do that successfully. Make it look as good as that. Quite strong from the individual there. He's got 22 kills, 10 deaths.
Yeah, he is. I mean, in terms of CT side opping, he was doing a great job, and it seems like the rifles are no different on D side. Small bit of a technical pause as we slowly glide through the 51st floor. Definitely, Vertigo definitely has some of the best cinematics that you can have in game. I think it's the biggest playground for any free cam that you might be able to see. I know our observer hears us. That's why he's going through all the free cams that he has on offer. There we are. Let's go. All right. Let's cue that next one. There we are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Elevator shaft.
Elevators are tall. Look at this. Ah, yes. Kicking off the round here. Finally, technical pause is over. Yeah, we know, Jay. You got it. You got it in your back pocket. Appreciate it. All right, fast round here. Very fast. Trying to bring this anti-eco straight to the punch here for Snakes Den. Bringing right to Eros. Already running through the A site. And just passed into block. Okay. I need a second. Any takers? Doesn't have the ammo to do it. Not going to be able to drop Vulcan. It's Snakes Den, who are up 3 rounds off the back, winning their force buy.
Nicely done. Clean conversion right there. Able to deal with that full USP round. This is where the real action is going to kick off on the gun round tier. LGG Snakes Den proven to be a pretty deadly team here on the T side. Eros might have to throw in some adaptations. They'd certainly need Lesser to chirp up a little bit with this AWP in the same way he was doing so in that last matchup. He's going to take an early angle towards ramp, and there you go. Opening pick right onto MBG, gathering that early 4v5. Classic fashion, only to be dropped though. Brett, well, find Irish.
It's a 1-for-1 though. Lucky to have luck by his side. Thing is though, seeing the space taken, knowing that it's only 4 players standard, they might have an isolated fight onto a B anchor in Seb. But Seb is being careful about it. Oh, he doesn't spot him. Seb doesn't fire off early enough. Sleeping at the wheel, that would go down. But also on the other side of the map, Lesser has dealt with Carson, holding onto the man advantage. In addition, the brakes are going to be pumped here by Snakes Den.
Yeah, for quite some time as well. This will potentially cause concern here for Eros, but it'll also allow them to get into pretty comfortable positions. That left side smoke seems to be lining up alongside some utility. A Molotov potentially thrown in as well. They will get that utility down. With some avail. At least one of them landed.
Cinematic view of the missed utility, of course. And Vulcan swinging the side. Utility in hand. That's when we don't... Oh, he spotted a leg. He took a pot shot. Almost found it. Okay. They're gonna run through the smoke right into Droid. Oh man, Droid, he's just looking to end them on the spot. Lesser is just playing too passive with the AWP, and Vulcan's gonna find Gonzo too. Looking to put together a 1v2 here for Lesser. And he's gonna find it. He's gonna be handing it to him. Fast shots on it. Vulcan wanted to end the round on the spot. He didn't want any funny business, but you don't mess with Lesser. 4 kills on the round.
That is lovely stuff right there, man. Absolutely sick. I mean, Lesser has not failed in any of those 1v2 positions. I feel like he's just consistently closed them out, right? I mean, if you leave him last man standing, there's 2 players to deal with. He's so consistent at closing them, and that has to be such a comforting feeling for the rest of Eros standing alongside him, that they have someone that they can trust to close out those all-important rounds in the fashion in which Lesser has done so frequently.
290 out for Vulcan. Not sure what to think of that. It's gone. Iron Way consistently finding openers on the train peak. Is Lesser running down though? Yellow. 1-for-1 is what they'll find. Snakes Den. But they're looking to immediately convert the punt to an execute. They sense blood in the water. Rubbing their hands together are Snakes Den, but might be running right into Luck. He'll find the initial one on an MDG and be able to drop on the way. Luck taking nades, though Lesser still fighting, however. Out from short, takes some molly damage, though. Definitely hurt his chances, but finding yet another. I'm actually going to be able to be planted. No, back stern to a couple. Now it's the Brett getting flanked by Iris. The MP9's going to do, and Eros are back on their feet.
Sick round right there again from Lesser, man. Starting things off with an opening pick, following it up with 2 more kills. That side hall shut down, coming forward, limiting the success of that A side, limiting the chances of getting into good post plants as well, right? They can't get themselves tucked in towards ramp safely. They're always going to have to deal with that threat of side hall positions coming through from Lesser, and he just strikes for more. This is exactly what you kind of become afraid of when you have to take on this team. I mean, this is exactly the type of player Lesser can be in terms of shutting things down in that second half, that CT side.
He's just going to keep going for this peak. He knows he can't be contested on it. He has the spawn, will do it, but in the meantime, they're out towards middle. They're lock themselves into sight. Oh, and Irish. Okay, he does get one. That's what matters. Brett with the trade, but MBG being able to pick off that side anchor. Still, the rotation has arrived in time. They cannot push so deep right here. Luck is also holding that default side from across over the edge of the map at the moment. Just cutting them off, making sure that they cannot play any of some of the safer angles, more aggressive angles. On the site, Carson though, up top, 3 players all from CT spawn. Gonna smoke in towards stair side, and MBG mollied out of position. They're gonna have to play this smoke diffuse maybe as MBG runs through the smoke, looking to stick it the whole darn way, and that they can do it. They have the cover of the site pillar, and there it goes through. 5 seconds is all they need, and Eros will win the round.
I was actually pretty sick. The body blocking, the position of the diffuse, I mean, they really had that one down to a T right there. And just couldn't find the spam. Could have been disastrous if they just were able to line up the multi-kill, but it seemed like they kind of lost track of where that bomb was planted. Couldn't find it through the smoke. But still, it's a bit scary. Eros, they did give up a lot of space. It came down to a ninja diffuse, and how much can you really rely on that as your defense? It cannot be the consistent game plan. They need to start holding down these sites as opposed to giving up that level of control.
This time Eros are gonna mix up the setup with Irish being boosted up. And this time Alonso is playing aggressively. This time the off angle out towards the yellow tarp. And already finding an opener and an extra tag from Lesser will help. And oh, Irish will take big dividends. Barrett will be able to land the headshot though. You're gonna have a weird 4-on-4 droid now, taking space, maybe to look through the smoke up the platform. Luck ready for it. Find the kill. MBG trying to lurk up the B steps, but Sav is certainly watching this off angle play. But MBG wins the very important duel and gives Snakes Den the man advantage to site, and this is generally just safe territory.
Yeah, the question is how much damage do they know is confirmed right now? And will that encourage them into a retake? They have to deal with Brett close by. This could be the finishing blow right there. And yeah, I think Lester's going to be off to the races after that one. No questions asked. It came down to a couple critical 1v1 duels, and that swings in the way of LGG and 2 of them. You know, Brett finding a big 3K, and then MBG just needing that last little bit of damage, that last little bit of control taken away from them, and that's all she wrote for Eros.
Back away. Lesser will be able to hold on to the off. That is a silver lining. He'll live to get another opening kill. For the Snakes Den, they take the lead in this. Lesser gets an AWP. What does the money look like, however? It's far from perfect. There aren't many solutions to winning this type of round here for Eros.
No doubt. You kind of look at the 2B players as well that have been struggling just a little bit in some of the defenses. I feel like LGG have had quite a bit of success towards B, and you only have Deagles and MP9s really to work off of. Not fun. The boost assembled here for luck.
It is something. I'll at least give it that. A little bit of Deagle fight out, though. MBG down to 16, and Luck does find Carson at the end of the day. There's a boost up down towards middle, but there's a gap in that smoke, and Lester's going to capitalize. The force spike can pay off here. Right now underneath, Brett goes down to the Deagle with 7. They're looking to make it flawless. It's just Vulcan dropping Irish, but he's down to 24-2. And as powerful as a player as he's been, 27-13. It's like the scoreline he's run up. Lester's going to beat him on that, and Eros are back to equalizing and back to winning ways.
Swift answer right there, delivered, man. With the Deagles, they do enough. They're able to deal with that mid control. They actually send Lester. I mean, they just seem to, wherever there are slight patches in the defense of Eros, they're just like, hey, Lester, can you fill that for me? And is up. He's able to get the job done, man. Everywhere he goes, he's just locking down the defense. Not this time, though.
Lester. Yup. He gets read into. He's gone for that crane peak one too many times. And Carson literally purchases an op to hold that exact angle. Like, that is honestly just a game plan tailored. That kind of move. Oh, those landed awful close. There's an opening kill in the air for Snakes Den. Oh, but not anymore. How many times has NBG gone down first?
Definitely prone to it, that's for sure. The double up has been picked up here. They're pretty quick on the tails of these CTs as well. They hear the rotations. Jumping up, can't hit the flick in time, though.
Alright. Gonzo. Ooh, not immediately open. That's no good. 3v4, they're not going to be able to stop much here. Smoke spam trying to be desperately thrown on range. There is a flank that is incoming. At the moment, there's no utility to even facilitate this retake. What do you do here if you are Eros? There's also an op holding you of Carson. If Irish chooses to swing, he might be a goner, but no. Carson has let go of the line. I think they're going to save here, Cole.
Looks like it. Irish is going to stick around maybe to drop some weapons. But even that's a bit of a risk. One op purchased into this round and they're able to walk away with the victory. That is huge. LGG holding on by a thread. And, wow, dropping another gun. Brett able to catch Luck off guard. That's a rifle retrieve. Irish might even hold on to his gun. He gets dropped to the bomb. Seb's the only one walking away with any sort of firepower. And that has got to be so frustrating for Eros.
So you just let him marinate right now for Eros. Do you take the eco? Your loss bonus is only 1900. Maybe there could be an AWP if you do just purchase absolutely nothing and hope for the best. Gonzo might be able to get on an AWP and drop it to Lesser next round. So there's something. Nice dig. Give it to him there. Trying to get this round over quickly. It's just Seb's AK. That hasn't found much. They're going to turn and burn back to the A site, and there's also a mid lurk that Seb has to contend with time. Will not favor him, unfortunately. Seb's going to go down. Snakes Den, clean up the eco. This is where Eros have to hold on. This is their last stand.
Can afford no more mistakes. I mean, they have been, backs to the wall in this map. So I cannot count them out in any sort of scenario. But you definitely don't want to drop this round and especially get stuck in that economic reset. That's the real kicker, They can do it with ops in their hands and good rifles, weaponry, utility, but can you do it with nothing here? That's the question. Taking the side hull approach, Lester changes his angle, almost gets caught as well. But he's able to walk away with his life. That's a big key.
Double op T side, dude. There will be no over peeking here for Eros. They want to win, that is. Just holding every single angle you could possibly peek here. On the A ramp, Lesser holding a pixel angle. It is risky. He could get walked up underneath, but has a teammate by his side, it's fine.
A lot of coverage here. Nice spot.
He spotted the foot. Oh, and he'll get the kill too. Traded out though by Vulcan. But since that's Irish going down, they still know Seb is somewhere here in this site. Surely they do. Flash thrown in though. Brett blinded up. Counter utility good. Lesser finally finds the lurk of the person out towards the A site, trying to make some moves on the site. Brett's gonna be able to win the fight onto Seb. Luck now playing around the edge of the stage and not quite connecting, but Brett does. Gonzo though fights back, but the work that Brett has done is already monumental. Crossing the way onto the site, but oh, Gonzo precise as ever. Vulcan 2 points of health, but Lesser's gonna find him. And Eros, a crucial one to hold on to the game.
No one Lester's last man standing up against one. He's so consistent at closing those. He does it again. Really important that he finds that last shot onto Vulcan. Able to do so, but really both players, Gonzo included in that one, able to do great work at closing that round out, keeping Eros off of that nightmare scenario. But now this round becomes equally true, right? With it coming down to a 1v1, you can afford no losses in this round. Otherwise, you're on a complete reset. Even worse than the last. Less loss bonus included in that mix.
A change of position works perfectly. Vulcan walks in an AWP to start off this round, and look who's pushing all the way through. Irish is in their spawn.
This is wild. Quick flank movement coming through here from Irish. This is going to be incredibly difficult. There's a lurk out middle as well. He's got that B rotate cut off.
He's just... Oh, there's another timing! Look at this! Unbelievable! Oh my god. Brett also hit the timing in middle.
This is terrifying.
And boy, are they gonna pay for this. Brett is already in their spawn. There is gonna be 4 players with their backs turned. Oh, there's one. But Lesser spins. He gets it done. 3 people. Lesser still cannot hit the flick. FBG though. Double kill found. And he'll get his 2 and get away. Irish coming in on the flick. You ain't the dink. He finds it. Drops down Droid down to 9. Irish begins his activation 2. He's going to make his way up the short shelf, however. Droid solo in an exposed position. He realized he has to go ahead and retreat back to ramp. Smoke onto the bomb. It's Luck with the kit. He's going to try and start this stick. Droid though so low. And Carson now dead. Kit's going to be picked up for Irish. And the defuse is in. We have guaranteed ourselves 30 rounds of regulation.
Oh man, Vertigo certainly requiring it between these two teams. Of course, Eros like to go the distance on this map. Op recovered as well for Irish. Man, that round was so incredibly bizarre. I mean, if you think about the 2 flanks that were taking place, how close things came to be, man. LGG narrowly closing out 15. That would have been huge. That would have been economic collapse for Eros. It would have been in such a rough position. Now they have a chance to close this out in regulation. They don't even need overtime this time.
5 players to ramp. Gonzo considering to make his move out, but realizing the best player coming his way. Luck though up top of the site. Almost sprays down for a double kill. Instead though, Gonzo has revealed his position in towards the shelf side, but he has Lesser making sure that no one actually pushes out towards ramp, so Gonzo can feel safe. Can he? He goes for a peek. Carson does fall, but Gonzo is exacted upon. The revenge found.
I'll put over that left side smoke as well. They'll have safe passage in towards the site. That's a silver lining here, but there's a molly to deter. That's been missed, though. That's everything right now. That'll buy crucial time off the clock. It'll allow for a plant, but MBG steps into the op of Lesser. He's able to strike for another. Spam through the smoke, connects from Droid, but he's the last man standing. The chase is in from Irish, and he'll close things down. It's map point for Eros, grabbed first off of Irish, and Lesser closing that one down.
Holy. Again, just capitalizing lesser again. CT side AWP, and guess where he's at? 29 and 18.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's already had a clutch to his name. He's had so many opening kills. The guy has been rampaging as he always does. NBG, they're just gonna go for a B play, straight to the point. There's 2 players here though, and almost a lineup, and it will be a lineup for Seb. Irish next up to where on the flashbang. He's standing in front of all the utility. It's the easiest spray down he's had of the map. And Carson in a 1v5. This B play has been going nowhere. And going nowhere is Snakes Den. It's Eros who come back and take their map pick, 16-14.